Okay, now we're going to give the baby a full bath in the tub. So if there's no other place for you to give the baby a full bath, then you can do it in the tub. Okay, so I'm already done with the hair wash and facial. Now I'm going to submerge the baby in the water because he has no more umbilical stump and he his circumcision has already been healed. Okay, so now as you can see, the baby still has his diaper. Now I removed the towel. I have to make sure that I'll place it somewhere I can reach it easily later on for when I dry him after bath. So okay, so this is my technique on how to remove the diaper before you submerge the baby in the tub. Okay, so you unfasten that, make sure that you close the tabs. Okay, one, two, and then I usually remove the diaper from the back. Okay, before front. And here you go, there's no surprises. If there's any surprises, I usually would keep the diaper on. I'll put the diaper back, and then I'd go to the sink and wash the baby's bottom. All right, now usually, okay, okay, baby Ryan, you have to feel the water. I don't put the baby down directly onto the tub. I let the baby feel the water, and as the baby feels the water, I would slowly assist him so he can go down, and I usually would wet his back like that and then securely rest him down onto the tub. Okay, so this is a baby sling. Usually baby bathtub have this sling for newborn. So I always make sure that I place my hand, one hand on the baby and one hand will do the washing and rinsing. Again, I have a sponge. The sponge I use only to gather water, to collect water. So I use it to wet the baby's body. I use it to rinse, but not to wash. I don't squeeze it like this because once I squeeze it, it might splash and the water might, might go onto the baby's face just like that, and it could cause the baby to startle and eventually cry. So now trying to wet the baby's body. I also have a washcloth that I use to cover the baby's chest. Okay, so because this part usually is exposed and there's no water, so I make sure that I often wet that part, the chest, so the baby won't feel cold. Okay, now I have here my gentle cleansing gel, the Mistela, which is really good. I do one pump and I lather. I don't use a washcloth when I do wash the baby using this cleanser, because I wanted to make sure that I can feel the baby's skin. If there's any bumps or any unusual dryness, it would alert me, and then I can tell my client to check it or have it checked by the doctor if it's something unusual. Okay, start with the neck, the shoulders, in between the fingers, of course the armpit, all the folds. So I will always do from top to bottom, and as I do that, I rinse. As you can see, I don't squeeze, I rinse this way. Just the sponge. Okay, sweetie, let's put this on. Okay, make sure that you rinse the fingers, the hands thoroughly, especially when the baby is older, wherein the baby can control and can put the baby's hands into his or her mouth, you have to make sure that you rinse the baby's hands right away, because there's a tendency for the baby to put his or her soapy hands inside her mouth. Okay, so now we go down lower extremities, all the folds, all the way down, in between the toesies. Okay, we're gonna wet you here. Alright, so, ooh, feels so good. Nice warm water, and the water should be just lukewarm. It's between 97 to like around 100, not more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Some babies prefer it to be warmer than 98, so just don't go more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit again. Okay, now I'm going to flip the baby. Okay, baby Ryan, are you ready? Ooh. I also have extra water here. This is clean water. I used to rinse before I flip the baby over. Okay, so I flip the baby by holding the baby into the armpit, and make sure that you support the back, the neck, and the back of the head like this. And I flip the baby over towards me, going down to his belly like this, and then he is resting onto my arm. And my hand is actually securing one of the baby's arm like this, and this side has to be resting also like over my arm. Again, I'll show you that. So as I grab the baby, I just turn like this. And so one hand is free to do all the washing and the drying, the rinsing and the drying, and I make sure that the baby is secured. Okay, in this part, I'll do the back of the baby down to the bottom. Sometimes there's shampoo or soap that's collecting behind the neck, so this is a chance for you to rinse that off. Okay, all right, clean, 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 and the bottom. Now, as I do that, there's a drain here. I open that so it drains the water slowly. Again, no squeezing. Ooh, almost done. Almost done. Okay, then I grab my towel and make sure that it's ready. So this hood, I'll place it here on my shoulder, and I open it like this. Okay, I grab the sponge and I do the final rinse. Okay, and with the same sponge, I squeeze the sponge and then I pat it dry here. I also have a small dry washcloth to help dry again the baby. And okay, I'm going to place it here by the bottom just in case the baby will have any accident. I have one more layer, and there you go. Now we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, you covered, you wrap the baby this way. 1, 2, and 3. And then you can hold the baby, cradle hold, and then you put the baby's hood like that. Oop. Yeah, because you're too little and your hoodie is too big. And that's it. As you do that, try to dry the baby's body. Okay, after this, we're going to proceed to the nursery. And the first thing I'll do is, aside from ensuring that all the folds, the neck, the armpits are dry, I put on the baby's fresh clean diaper because it's cold. The baby might, pee or worse, poop after bath. So, make sure that you know how to proceed before putting the baby's nighttime outfit on. So there you go. That's how I give the baby a full bath in the tub. So uh, one thing that you have to remember, it's very important that you should prepare everything before you even go to the bathroom with the baby, because you need to have everything on hand. You're not so sure if it's going to be a happy bath, so and you can't stop, so you have to make sure that you have everything. I always make sure that I have extra water for rinsing, because there were times wherein babies would have an accident or would poop while having a full bath. So it's best to have a clean water for rinsing. I also experienced that after bath, baby starts to cry. Okay, so it's best to have a pacifier ready, like within hand's reach, so that you can give it to the baby and it would help soothe the baby after bath. And also take note that with this kind of setup, I'm kneeling down, and I'm leaning forward. Uh, it is best to have something to kneel on. So this is actually a skip hop. Uh, so I kneel on this, and it's more comfortable. I also have here an extra towel just in case I need to wipe my hands or I get wet. I have a dry towel here next to me. Okay, so that's it. Now we're going to the nursery, and I'll make sure that everything, all the creases, all the folds are dry, and then I proceed with diaper change, and then outfit change, and then it's bedtime, swaddle and bedtime.